Yellow. You guys remember those mirrors that we were going to hang up in the basement? Well, while we were down there doing that, we noticed that there was some bubbling on the ceiling. So we figured out that it was coming from the refrigerator line. And I was just like, Jesus, take the wheel. So we decided to try and tackle this ourselves. And we did just that. We we went to drain the water, and my husband was like, oh, the water I can't get over this, the water is shut off. So we got a bucket, and I was like, why is there so much water still coming out? The water was not shut off, you guys. So before you start doing this, make sure that your water is shut off completely. So it should look something like this when you are draining the line. We definitely knew, we're like, okay, this is a lot better. So we got the water all drained, and then we went ahead and started taking off the plastic piping, because that is what was on there initially. And I really recommend, if you do have plastic piping, take it off and replace it with the metal one. I just know that they last a lot longer and they are a lot better. Sorry for the background noise, my baby is right next to me. So we did end up picking up this cutter. This is specifically for like PVC piping and tubing and stuff, but we did not end up using that. We just hubby got it off with this, I think this is a wrench, right? Yeah. He got it off with that. So if you do end up using that cutter, it is, I think, like $14 for that little thing. But anyway, so this is the piping that was on there, and then this is the one that we switched to. Like I said, it was, I believe it was brass. And then this here is the sandpaper. You want to make sure that you pick up the sandpaper. It's specific for copper wiring, and it works really, really well. It's very, very thick. And then the tubing that we got, or the supply line, it was stainless steel, I believe. And this is the one that we got, and it was, we got the 5-footer because that's all that we needed, but they do have several different sizes. If you need a smaller one or a longer one, they sell all kinds of different sizes. So while he got the nozzle on, he just made sure that, you know, that there was no water, that everything was really dry before he tightened it really, really well. So yeah, that's definitely something that you want to do. So now that he got the tubing on and everything is nice and tight, we went ahead and turned the water back on and tested it in a bucket. You want to make sure that you drain it in the bucket very well, because there could be, what was it? Minerals in the water. So this was the old plastic piping that we took off, and then we went ahead and attached it to the fridge. And we did another test, and everything was nice and good. So I went ahead and just cleaned underneath and behind the refrigerator. There was like this stain that you'll see me get up. I don't know what the heck it was. It felt like really gummy. So I went ahead and cleaned, like I said, everything nice and got everything up off the floor. And then also what we really recommend is get yourself a water detector. We have those everywhere. We have one behind the refrigerator, one underneath the sink. Anywhere that you have water in your house, definitely get yourself a water detector alarm, because they work very great. Once, if there's a drop of water that goes on it or near that area, it will sound like a fire alarm, kind of, not as loud as a fire alarm, but you get the idea, you get the drift. So I'm just showing you guys here. We did put just a piece of cloth on it just to double, and we left it alone for a little bit just to make sure, like double sure that it wasn't leaking anymore. So everything was all good, and we went ahead and moved to the basement, and I got my mirrors put up, And we didn't want to put these up first because we wanted to make sure that leak was taken care of. But this is just a trick that we always use. We put toothpaste on whatever you're hanging up, a mirror or a picture, and use your leveler, and then just attach the mirror to the wall, and then you have a print right there of where to put your nail. And I was just having myself a good old time, you guys. I was just down here dancing with my baby and doing the hokey pokey and doing everything else. So I was really happy that we got these mirrors up, because I actually was going to get rid of these mirrors, and I'm glad that I didn't. I just think they look really nice in this area, and mirrors always give depth to your room. It just makes them look bigger. It's a very inexpensive way to bring, nice decor to your home. The ivory part of the wood, or of the mirror, is wood, and it is kind of like warped. It's not straight, so we used the leveler and did the best that we could. It's not absolutely perfect, but according to the leveler it was. But so here are the mirrors, and like I said, I just think it looks really nice. It gives a lot of depth to this part of the basement, part of the room, so we got that done. Now we move back upstairs, and we're going to go ahead and move on to this window here in our main room. I call it the plant room. It's like the front room that is attached to the living room. So one of the things that I will say about the houses in Colorado, they are built so freaking close together. And that is something that I do not like. I want to be able to feel free, and if I want to walk around naked in my house, I want to walk around naked in my house. You know what I'm saying? Like this window right here, although it brings a lot of light, as you can see, our neighbors can see right up on in here. So I definitely I've been wanting to get some blinds for this window. I know that window coverings can be very expensive. So what we did was we measured this window. They did not have something that was tall enough to cover the window completely. So the very top of the window is still exposed, but we went to Home Depot. We took the measurements to Home Depot, and we had them cut the blinds that we found. And they are faux wood blinds. And that is what we'll be using for this window. So unfortunately, after I got the window all nice and cleaned, once we opened the blinds, we realized that they were not going to attach to the window by themselves. They needed, the way that the blinds are, they needed something to hold the blinds up. So we had this piece of wood already in the house, and hubby went ahead and cut it, and I am just sanding it down really well. And we're gonna use this as, and you'll see like later on in the video what I'm talking about, we're gonna use this as the, I guess, like foundation of the blinds to hold it up. And we don't have like a circular saw or any like professional saws like that. We just cut this with the jigsaw that we had, and that was perfectly okay because you were really not going to see this. Like I said, you'll see in the video what I'm talking about. You really weren't going to see this, but I did end up painting it just in case. And don't ask me why I use spray paint on this. I started spray painting it because I was trying to be quick and efficient, and it definitely wasn't. I started spray painting it and I'm like, why am I doing this? This isn't even working. Like the spray paint wasn't even really adhering to the wood. So I smartened up and I did end up using just some white paint that I already had. And I gave that a really good coat on just the front because the back was going to be up against the window so you weren't going to see it. So I did one good coat of the front and also on the top and bottom edges of the wood. So this is what I meant. So we got some brackets and we went ahead and adhered the wood to the wall. And then this is what is going to be like used as the foundation to hang the blinds onto. So yeah, that's how we did it. All right, you guys, so this is what we're looking like. I did some rearranging around and everything, but ooh, I am so excited about these blinds. So this, the panel covering, it's going to look much nicer. It's going to go across the top right there. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too long, so I have to take it back to Home Depot to get it cut down. But I mean, that is still, you know, unblocked. I think I might do, you know, that like peel and stick film stuff. I might do that on the upper window or maybe get like just a rod with some shorter curtains up there. I haven't decided yet, but I've been like, I had to go out and sweep sorry for this motorcycle. I have the windows open because it's super warm, but I had to sweep the garage again and clean, and I was like sweeping and then I started repotting plants and doing all this crazy stuff. So anyways, I think this looks super cute. I kind of just rearranged some stuff here with some home decor. And then look at this orchid. This is just so beautiful. Hubby got this for me. I just think it's so cute. Hopefully it gets enough humidity here. If not, I'll probably have to move it up into the bathroom. But I moved some things around here. As you can see, I moved the birds of paradise over here because it was getting too much sun. As you can see, it was curling and everything, and then the edges are kind of yellowed. So I moved it here, and hopefully it'll do okay here. And then this little pot or stand of plants used to actually be right here. And so I moved those over here underneath these mirrors, which I think looks pretty nice. So there's that. Yeah, this one was getting too much sun too, even over there. So my Adansonii eye. So I definitely want to get blinds for this window, but we do have to get this customized. They did not have this size in stock. So that is something we definitely will be doing. I'm not sure, to be honest, like as you can see, like the neighbors can still see in here, like on the very top, I believe. I don't know if that's their bedroom window, but yeah. I don't know if I want to remove these curtains. I might once we get blinds over here because I kind of like the look, and then maybe do like a nice wood frame around the window, kind of like how, like if you can see that window right there, like I really like that sleek look, but that might be something that's happening in the future. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely see you soon. Bye.